Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Rice Guys podcast, rated 7 out of 3 at your local TNT supermarket. My name is Jay, and I'm joined today by my co host Mark and our man in the spotlight, Joe.
Hey guys, so today the special sale will be relationship experiences.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Joe's got a few things to say about this.
Yeah, so I want to hear Mark's experience with relationships first, actually.
My
Yeah.
experience?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to hear?
I don't know, just from the beginning.
From
Like
the
in
beginning.
general.
From
In
the
the general,
beginning.
have your experiences been good?
Have
Have
my
they
ex
been
Okay.
shitty? You know what?
Well, I think, I don't want to start things off like the Scrooge, but like it hasn't been that great. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
man, that's tough, bro.
Damn.
No, but like, listen, it hasn't been that great, but the way I see it, it's just I haven't met the right person yet.
Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, wait, before we start anything, can we get a count of official numbers?
Official numbers? What do you
Yes,
mean?
sir.
Uh,
I'm at a solid 3.
I'm
To-
at a solid 10 to the 0.
like official. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I think um I'm at like a 2.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
And then Jay, you got 1. My
That
maths are correct.
is correct.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Let's start with Jay first then. His one sole
Yes,
experience.
sir. I mean, not much to say about it. Dated my best friend for a year and a half. We ended pretty calmly, no bitterness between us. So, have fun while you're at it. But, sometimes you can't
Hmm.
expect everything to go down well.
Yeah. What was the cause? What went down wrong? Year and a
It was
half.
kind of just like we drifted apart. We're both too busy, Asians, right? We're just too
Yeah.
busy. We got no
Fair enough.
time for anything.
Yeah, but you got time for this podcast, eh?
Yes, sir.
Priorities, priorities.
Yes. Saturdays are for the boys.
Damn right.
Crack a beer.
I mean, I
Don't know
wish.
about that one, but
Okay, okay. Mark. So you're two people. Let's hear about that.
Okay. Where do we start?
With the first one, of course.
The
in
first one,
chronological order.
okay, chronologically speaking, you know, I don't really want to talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it.
This is what we're here for,
Fair
bro.
enough.
Yeah, okay. Well, from the beginning, right? Um, I don't know. For me, like, you know, y- the first one, I think you always have to give a pass on your first one, right? Like, it's your first
Yeah.
time trying it
The
out.
first is always.
You gotta expect it to be like shit, right? Like you can't expect anything really good to come out of it. I'm treating it like now obviously it's more of a learning experience for me more than
Oh
anything
yeah.
else, right?
Oh yeah.
Like thinking back on it, like at the time when things fell apart, right? Like I was obviously really salty, right? Like that was like the first time I've ever like tried anything like that. And by
Hmm.
that I just mean like like interacting with someone of the opposite gender in such a way, right? Like that's that's something, I haven't really experienced that much. And kind of like it's kind of it's kind of weird. We were really awkward, you know, the kind of stuff. I think the biggest reason as to why it didn't work out was because it wasn't meant to be in the beginning. Like we're two different people, not many similarities. It's just one of those like generic first experiences things.
Hmm.
Fair
And
enough.
what do you think you learned from that first experience?
From the first one, I think I learned like how to I think I learned how to deal with heartbreak more than everything else, you know.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel
boy,
like
I relate.
more than anything, like I learned how to like deal with the aftermath rather than like during. I think during I didn't learn many things at all. I was just being stupid,
Ooh.
right? But
Oh
like
boy.
after, that's when the real growth happened, you know.
Mhm. But what can you expect? It's your first time.
Yeah, and
It's
then
your
I
first
think
time.
if we're going chronologically, now I have to talk about the second try at it, you know.
Numero deux. Yes, sir.
You know, you try again, right? And this time obviously is a lot smoother. I kind of knew what I was doing a bit more, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes you don't pick up on some of those small things like they call you 8 times when you're outside
Ooh,
in a
clingy.
row, you
Ooh.
know, and like
Clingy.
and you think there's nothing wrong with like being out at 8 p.m., but apparently that's a problem, or like you're not allowed to stand beside other girls. Like
Oh.
you gotta social distance before COVID even existed.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah,
I see.
this one was kind of like
I'll.
intense, but like see what I learned this time was like, you know, you gotta pick up on those signs, man. You can't let
Yeah.
infatuation get to you.
Mhm.
And
No, red flags. Red flags.
the red flags. So this time I learned how to recognize red flags and how to deal with them. But
That's good.
uh,
That's good.
I don't know. It kind of fell apart out of the blue. I don't really know what happened. I still don't know what happened, but I've accepted it, right? You know, I think,
Yeah, that's
and then after, you know, because I had experience on how to deal with it, you know, now I'm working on myself. I'm a new man, you know, feeling
Mm,
a lot better, but that's pretty much it.
alrighty.
mhm.
Okay, wait. I have a question. If you had to rate your experience out of 10, Jay, you go first. What would it be?
I don't know, nothing went wrong, so like 7, 7.5, pretty average.
Okay, 7. That's 70%. Okay. Mark?
Me, I'd say the first one, solid 3, you know,
Ooh.
pretty low, but I think that's a fair assessment. Second one, I think like before it fell apart, I'd give it like a 7.5, right? But after looking back on it, obviously it feels more like a 6 now.
Okay.
Fair enough,
That's a
fair
very
enough.
That's
generous 6 though, but
that's
yeah.
a that's a solid assessment of your experience. I like to see that. I like to see that.
Okay, now it's
And I
your
guess
turn.
wrapping up, yep, let's go
Uh,
straight to Joe.
so I've had 3. The first one, like Mark, it was quite the learning experience. I was young love, and no, I wouldn't call myself clingy, but I was, how do you say it?
Annoying?
Uh, maybe annoying, but I was also like dedicated.
Ah,
Like,
okay.
fun fact, I've never ever in my life broken up with a girl.
I don't think any of us have.
Mhm.
Oh,
Not
sad
in our
boy
blood, my
Hey,
chance.
guy.
that's a
Oh,
topic for later today though.
okay, okay. But anyways, so first one, basically it was about a year, 10 months, a year, and it was good. It was young. We didn't really do much, but we
Mhm.
talked a lot, and I think like Mark, the biggest thing I learned from that is how to deal with the pain and the heartbreak. And yeah, I had a very unhealthy way of coping with it because after the breakup, we, um, she still wanted to be friends, and she was a very nice person. It was just we were naive and we thought we could avoid the whole oh breakups. You gotta like stay away from each other and all of that, but Uh, yeah. No, it took me at least a year before I could get over her.
Uh-huh.
Ooh. Mm.
Solid year, but I'm good with it now. I look back and I think Those are the good times, right? And out of that, I I got some hobbies out of it too. I started writing poetry. First couple were quite rageful and a bit angsty, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's a learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
Second one, okay, so after a while, I got bored, right? And I was fine mentally. I was just looking for validation and looking for people to talk to.
Uh-huh.
So I downloaded Yubo,
Okay.
and
Ooh.
Yubo is basically uh
A friends app or
yeah,
what is it? Like
teenage Tinder, bro. I don't know
okay,
what else to
okay,
call it.
okay,
Like
okay,
they say it's for friends, but I say it's a teenage Tinder.
okay.
So yeah, I talked to people there. Some of the oh my god, some of the people were drier than the fucking Sahara Desert, and I'm like, whew, my back hurt from carrying these conversations. Man, oh, very tough. But some are pretty cool, and I started talking to this one girl, um, and it was an online relationship.
Wait, let me ask a question here. Okay. This is pretty interesting. So like what do you prefer? Obviously there's more to your story, but I think like what do you think
Yeah.
about meeting people online versus like meeting people in person?
Okay, so the problem was this online girl, she lived like on the other side of the country. So
Ah,
meeting in real life is I've never met her.
uh-huh.
Not
Hmm.
once.
That's sus. How do you know it's a
Yo,
real person though, right? Like
no, we did like video calls and like snaps and all the
okay,
regular
okay,
stuff.
okay,
Like
Fair
okay.
enough,
like
fair enough.
and she's a legit person.
That's fair. That's fair.
And
Wasn't a
then
guy
yeah, of
in his
course.
40s.
Yeah, I would hate to be catfished like that. It would break my heart
Oh,
and break
have
my
you though?
soul.
Have you been catfished before?
No. No.
No? Damn.
Thankfully no.
All right.
Not that
Maybe.
I know of,
Oh, okay, okay.
but yeah. I'd say I prefer to meet people in real life or
Mm,
even like meet online and then meet in real life afterwards, you
okay,
know?
okay.
Mhm.
That
Cuz one
that
of
makes
the things
sense.
that strained our relationship was the online aspect of it. Like it was all good. Like we had similar interests. Um we talked a lot. We basically talked every day, but it
Uh-huh.
was I think it was the lack of affection that I could show. I couldn't show physical affection towards her,
Yeah, obviously.
and that's what led to uh getting cheated on a girl you've never met. Haha.
Ooh.
Damn, you really you really outdid yourself on that one, not
Yo,
gonna
I
lie.
don't even know how I did that, but
Yeah.
yeah, so I got I got cheated on, and I was like, okay, but being the naive person I am, I was obviously extremely upset about it,
Uh-huh.
and I wanted to talk it out,
Yeah.
but like almost like after she told me, and then like I was trying to like communicate with her, and then she was like, I don't think this is working out.
Hmm.
And then I got broken up with after I got cheated on.
Damn,
You really
that
got the
is
short of the stick.
some audacity, my guy.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
Jeez.
that's what fucking happened. I don't know, bro. That was a mess. It was a whole fiasco.
Uh-huh.
And then um numero 3.
Hmm.
Well, okay, so after it's kind of complicated because numero two, girl number 2. I continued to talk to her after she broke up with me, but it was taking too much of a toll on my mental health. So
Uh-huh.
I decided to I was like, no, like bye. Like, I really can't talk to you anymore, or I'm gonna fucking go insane.
Uh-huh.
And then I cut it off for a couple months.
Uh-huh.
But me being as stupid as I am, went back and started talking again like a couple months later. And we kept talking, but it was a really confusing time because when we talked, it didn't feel like we broke up. It still felt like, we're still a thing.
Hmm.
And then when
Hmm.
I'd get jealous about other boys and other things, she'd go like, "Why are you even worrying about this? We're not dating." And then that plunged me into even further confusion, which was not a great thing. Um, yeah, I felt like she was just keeping me in reserve, which is a really, really bad feeling. You
Yeah, you're
know?
like the leftovers in the back of the fridge that are there just in case there's like
Yeah,
nuclear
just in
fallout.
case. Yeah, yeah. Like she kept sa it was a mess.
Uh-huh.
But after a while, I kind of got sick of the BS, so I downloaded Yubo again,
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 Again.
you
just to
relapsed.
talk to different people. Cause
Are you sure
okay,
though?
okay. Hear me out. I've been talking to this girl for over a year,
Uh-huh.
every single day, or basically every single day.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, I needed something new. I needed a breath of fresh air. So I downloaded Yubo and I started talking to people, the same old drier than the Gobi Desert. My spine will need surgery because of the conversations I'm carrying.
Uh-huh.
Some people are pretty cool. I learned what girl in red means.
What does it mean?
It's code for "Are you lesbian?" Like, do you listen to Girl in Red? I had an experience where I talked to someone and I was like, "No, I don't listen to Girl in Red. Do you recommend?" And she was like, "What the fuck? What's this dude doing?" And I was like, "Oh, oh, oh, I'm sorry, bro. Bye."
That's
That was
that's really awkward. I mean, you learn something every day, right?
You learn something new every day. But yeah. But after talking to a couple people, I found someone who was like, wow, like we just matched so perfectly. She
Mhm.
lived like super close to me too, which was kind of surprising.
Well, that's a
And
plus.
yeah, it is. It is a
Dubs?
plus, eh? So we started talking and then I realized like my previous relationship, I just saw all of the cracks in my previous relationship,
Uh-huh.
all of the, I don't know, bad things,
Things that
the
were
red
wrong.
flags, the
Yeah.
things that were so wrong.
So you learned,
Mhm.
is what you're
So,
saying.
so I said like, yeah, this will not be working, and I cut it off with girl number 2, and um, when at it with girl number 3.
Jesus.
Well,
All right.
like
Moving quickly.
no, well, not like when at it.
Damn. Okay, I
Gave
see
my
you. I see
full
you. I see you. It's
commitment.
okay.
All
I
right.
Gave
see
my
you.
gave my full commitment to this girl.
No, no, no. Listen. I see you.
Remember, kids, safety is pretty important. Make sure you got all that safety gear, you
Y'all are
know?
clowns, bro. Y'all.
Yeah. You don't want to
Oh
like
my
fall
god.
and hurt yourself, right?
Yeah, wear a
Yeah.
helmet.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, so yeah, um yeah, that's all I have to say for now.
For now. Okay. So, I think this leads into a question of online things, okay? Yubo. And I've actually looked at it uh a little bit over the past few weeks. I I also downloaded Yubo, but not for the same reason that you did actually. Um
Yo, then why'd you download it? Eh?
I'm ashamed to say it. It's a form of validation. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just
Oh,
putting it
Yeah,
out there,
fair enough.
right? Like, think
Fair
about it,
enough.
You you swipe on people, they swipe on you back. Damn, that's a good feeling, right?
That's true.
I need to get my
perfectly fair.
dopamine somehow, right? But
That's true.
but
Serotonin.
yeah, I've talked to, you know, like 3 people now. It's weird. It's really weird. I don't know how you did it. Just to elaborate on that a little bit more. So the first person I talked to, they were like, man, I seriously wonder how people like where do they learn these where do they learn their English, right? Like
Ooh.
how do you how is it even possible that someone is this dumb? Like you're trying to have a proper not even a proper conversation. Like I'm just trying to talk about like anything, and the sentences that I read, I don't know. I have a brain aneurysm trying to read them. And
Oh yeah.
and then
uh,
and then it's like somehow people can manage to make a 3-word sentence not make sense. Like I don't, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother. That was the first person I talked to. Second person I talked to, uh, same deal. Just stupid as shit. I was like, nice. Okay, this happened again. So, I deleted the app out of frustration. I was like, dude, why do I like and I'll have you know, like I never messaged any of these people first. Like I just saw it. I was like, I don't even know how to use the messaging feature. And
oh my
then
god.
I don't know, dude. Call me a boomer. I'm not one, but like in terms of dating apps, I can, safely say I'm not as experienced as you, Joe. But
Okay, you didn't have to go that far, Mark.
but but
Me and dating apps are over. We're done. We're done.
Well, it's good to hear that, my guy.
we'll see in a few years, buddy.
Hey, I know.
Anyways, third person, I finally managed to have an actual conversation.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
Yeah, I didn't
Moving
think
up
it
in
was
the world, I
possible.
see.
But you know, there's only so many things you can talk about, right? Like, I don't know. I think this transitions into like how to have lasting conversations. I think that's the question I have for both of
Okay,
you.
Mark. Mark, I don't know about you, but like I've had so many conversations with so many people.
Well,
Like,
not people in general, right? Like people in general, that's easy. We're
oh
we're on a
like
podcast.
on Yubo.
Well, do you
Like,
message them first? Is that what you do?
yeah,
What's your opener?
I don't know something. Okay, sometimes I go with a hey or like a pickup line or something out of their bio. Like, you
Uh,
gotta be original. You gotta be
oh,
like,
okay.
yeah. It sperm goes to the egg, bro.
So
It's not.
you're like really passionate about using these things. See that's where the difference comes in, right? Like from my perspective, I'm just looking at it, but like
Yeah, but
obviously
like.
you're looking for something. I don't know what it is.
You definitely got intentions back there, huh?
Mm-hmm. I do have, but at least I got something out of it, other than the serotonin rush.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that is fair. That is fair.
And you gotta get your pickup line game up, bro.
What are you gonna? Okay, let me ask you this: would you walk up to someone in real life and then just spout out random pickup line nonsense to them?
No, but is this real life? No, it's online.
Wait, so you're saying online isn't real life then?
Yeah, that was the problem with relationship number 2.
That's the logic kind of flows there, but there's a fault I'm starting to see, and I'm not so
Okay,
sure
what's
I
the
can
fault, Jay?
verbalize it.
What is it?
You know how people talk about social media as the place where you like talk to people, but you don't really say it to their face?
Yeah,
Yeah, I get that's what you're saying, but at the same time, you got to realize these are real people and you should probably deal with them in the same manner, right?
that's true, but I just feel like there are less, what do you call it? Social restraints
You're
online?
hiding behind your social media shield.
Yeah, you're
Your
hiding behind
grandma,
a
who
screen.
am I to speak?
Hiding behind a screen, And if things go wrong, swipe again.
Fo-
Oh, like, not much to that.
Well, obviously you know your way around it. I think we'll just leave it there, right? What else is there to say? You know, okay. Um, so back to the conversation topic. I think this is something that like I'd like to ask both of you is that like so from my point of view,
Mm-hmm.
when you meet someone who you click with, having conversations doesn't feel difficult, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Finding topics is like natural,
Mm-hmm.
but like you have to get to a certain point where you can realize that, right? Cuz starting off is
Mm-hmm.
always difficult. So like how has it been for you?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Jay, let's hear your experiences with that.
Sorry. I think we have a special guest we'd like to introduce first, just
Oh,
before we get into
Oh.
that question. So here we have today with us Ben, who is a lot more experienced than we are. So let's give it up for Ben.
Benny boy, let's
What's
go.
up? What do you mean more experience, bro?
I mean, more experienced.
Okay, Ben. Let's
wait,
get an
I think we
official
have to
count.
start from the beginning for Ben, okay? We'll cut
Yes,
it off
yes.
here for now,
Let's
okay?
see. Let's
We
get
we
that
need we need a number.
chronological order story
Numbers,
here.
bro. Numbers.
Numbers, hold on. I gotta go. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back to the doc. Hold
Oh,
on, hold on.
oh
Yeah,
God.
you can hear the experience, my guy.
You,
Hold up.
how
Hold
many,
up.
bro?
Okay. Where you guys at?
We're at how many girls have you dated?
How many? What?
Yeah. How
Wait,
many?
wait,
Give us a
wait.
number.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, you.
Sir.
Dated. Like actual relationship dated? I would say 3 to be safe. 4 if you really want to count something, but that was kind of. Yeah, that
Hmm.
was kind of. Yeah, I was. I don't. I'm not sure.
Okay, you gotta
Hmm.
talk it out. You gotta explain everything from the top, bro.
Well, I guess, I mean, you get into grade 8, you kind of get that sense that, oh, I'm in high school, and like you start thinking about relationship stuff, and,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
as soon as you find someone that's like, oh, they like you back, you're kind of just like, okay, we're in a relationship now, and, you know,
That's kind of
how,
fact, though.
right? You know how those kind of work out, like,
Yeah.
of course, there's very small chances that that relationship goes on for a while, and yeah. So, but it kind of ends. I haven't really. It didn't really affect me personally too much when it kind of ended, but
That's number one?
yeah, I was number one.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean number two was that was interesting time.
Interesting.
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 Um, interesting as in yeah, it was not a good relationship.
How so?
I guess you kind of I don't know really why it went off the rails.
So,
Maybe
I don't know, I guess
some
stories, what went wrong, stuff like that.
Yeah, tell us about your experience. Go off. How do you feel about it?
honestly, it's probably in a relationship that's going to affect me for the rest of my life. I'm probably going to look back to it with every interaction I have with who I am in a relationship.
Oh,
I
so it
Oh.
was a
think yeah.
biggie. It was like
Yeah.
one of the bigger ones in your life.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was definitely a bigger one. And it didn't even last that long,
How
but it
long?
was just it's like a month and a half.
Oh.
But it was probably things went too quick.
Too quick? You rushed
Yeah.
into things? Is that what you feel like it was?
I definitely feel like that was the case. Yeah. But yeah, and honestly that relationship keeps on coming back to haunt me.
Oh, that's
It kind of
unfortunate.
yeah, it kind of never wants to leave me.
Damn. All right.
That's
Uh,
tough. We got a haunted boy here. I'm sorry. The ghosts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you
But
get
then,
ghosted?
Ooh.
yeah, I actually did.
Got the cold shoulder.
Oh, that's actually the worst way to go out, in my opinion. Actually, on that topic, okay, we'll go
Okay,
back to
that's
your
another
other.
topic.
Well, actually, I think we could take a quick topical break here. We'll go.
Detour.
We'll get back to his next two after this. But
Oh, God. Yeah.
ghosting. How did it end for you? Let's start with Joe. How did yours end?
Oh,
Did you get
Which
ghosted?
one?
Did you get just
no. Okay.
chronologically?
Okay. Number one, not ghosted. Kept talking. Really, really bad for my mental health. Wanted to stay friends. Couldn't get over her for a year. Do not recommend. Please stop talking to your ex. Done. Number two, same. I did not learn my lesson. Kept talking, but after like a month of talking, I was like, okay, I'm actually in such a bad place. I'll have to stop talking to you. And I was proud of myself. And then I started talking again and everything went downhill. Please, please don't talk to your ex. Number three, it's going well.
Okay,
I love
okay,
her a lot.
okay, okay.
But
Fair enough.
I have ghosted people personally.
You've ghosted people, but you weren't in
Alright, my
anything,
guy.
right?
No.
Okay, well, okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm next. Okay. Number one, I don't even know what the fuck happened, to be honest. Like, I think we stopped talking. Actually no, I don't think I think we stopped talking for a bit, and then we tried to be friends, and then it was awkward, and then we're no longer friends. And I think we're acquaintances now. I don't know. Anyways, it's all right. No hard feelings. It's just weird.
Hmm,
Second
okay.
one, I mean, I got a letter and then I got ghosted. So, actually, I didn't get ghosted. Okay, this is a pretty good story. So, I got a letter, Google Docs, um,
Oh.
in the native
Oh,
language.
I got one of those too. Yeah.
in
No, I
in
gave one of those. Okay, anyways, continue.
in the language of Mandarin. Okay, could barely read that shit. Not gonna lie.
Oh, man.
Anyways, and I was like, okay, that sucks. I sent a few messages. I was like, okay, I understand. You know what? It's okay. Don't worry about it. And then I thought that was the end of it, right? Like I didn't get a response. I was left unseen. I was like, okay. I mean, I guess I got ghosted.
Mm-hmm.
And then get this. Um, my birthday was like the next day, right? I get a message on a different platform. Happy birthday. And I
Oh.
was like, oh, that you didn't have to do that. Oh, okay. So I was like, okay. So I sent back,
Ooh.
thanks, right? 'Cause I was trying to be respectful, right? I was like, thanks. Um, thanks for the birthday wish. Have a nice day. I didn't leave any room for conversation, right? Thought it was done. Thought we were over with it. Obviously, I was broken up the day before. But then, I don't know, like Christmas comes by, or was it New Year? Oh no, it was both. Okay, Christmas comes by, and I get a Merry Christmas on another social media platform. I was like, how many more are you gonna fucking find, right? and so that happened, and then I responded respectfully, didn't leave any room like for conversation. Then New Year's
Of course,
comes,
of course.
happens again. I do the same thing again. And at this point, I feel like I'm being mentally tortured. I'm trying to move on, work on myself, and I just keep getting these random messages on
Oh.
every holiday. And then like February comes around, not Valentine's Day, some random ass holiday no one's ever heard of, right? Happy
Mm-hmm.
holidays. Oh, okay, cool. Another respectful message, and then the last one I think was St. Patrick's Day. And that's when
St. Patrick's,
St.
bro.
Patrick's,
Holiday
what
girl
the
is
hell?
going
I
finding every obscure holiday just to, yo, like
I
happy rice pudding day, bro.
I think it was Mooncake Day. I'm not even gonna lie. I think that was one
Damn,
of them.
no.
Yeah, I was like, damn, dude, just I don't know. I was ghosted, and then I got this. That's it. That's that's all of them. But obviously,
Wow.
I'm I think 6 months without a torture message, so I'm doing pretty good right now.
That's good.
6
Yeah,
months
well,
out of
that's
rehab, I see.
yeah, bro. That is crazy.
Military training for your mental health.
Honestly,
Uh, okay. What about you, Jay?
Well, let's be completely honest here. We kind of ghosted each other, so we're just gonna
Oh.
leave it at that.
Oh, it's mutual. That's
Mutual
good.
ghosting. I think that's the
Yeah,
best.
don't talk to your ex.
Yeah,
Don't
it
talk
was
to your
fair
ex.
because we both understood. So like everything just kind of dissipated, and that was the end of that. It was probably the easiest way to go.
I think that's true. I genuinely feel like, honestly, I'm fine with being ghosted. Just don't text me a month later, and then 2 months after that, and then another month after that. Like, I think, like, not talking is the best way to heal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
not
Really,
gonna
for
lie
real.
though.
yeah. I kind of get that, especially like if you've two decided that you don't want to be friends anymore, and it's just like, well, why are you still texting me? Like, I don't
Yo,
get it.
even if you want to be friends, like, stop acting like you actually care about my feelings because you're the one who destroyed them.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that is
Yeah,
very
not
true.
gonna lie
Like,
though. We're still pretty good friends, so everything's chill. We probably became better
yeah,
friends after. That's the funny part.
No, you know what?
yeah, and I
Jay, you are like the epitome of like what a relationship can be. Like, damn.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the way to put it, but
I
I'll
don't
take
know if
it.
that's the way to put it either, but you
I'm
know
not
what?
sure.
We'll leave it
But
there.
it's better than just losing a friend, honestly.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah, you're right.
I think the best possible outcome, you mutually agree it's not working out, you mutually stop, and then you somehow manage to stay good friends. Because at that point, no one's feeling guilty,
Yeah, and
Because,
actually,
Mhm.
yeah, go
50%
ahead.
of the time, I've actually been successful in that.
But like
50%. Oh yeah, your other
2
two.
out of 4.
2 out of
Yeah,
4.
honestly, 2 out of 4. I mean, that's I guess a pass. Not really, not in Asian terms.
Hey, that's a very
Definitely.
rigged test if you ask me, right? It's out of 4.
Honestly.
Well, that's why you gotta clutch that 1 out of 1.
Yes.
1 out of 1. Well, he somehow still
Yo,
manages to get 0.5 off.
yo, Jay sitting. How the hell?
Okay, back on track though. Let's hear about Benny's number 3. We heard 1 and
N-
2.
Number 3. Number 3 was it's kind of on the risky side because the age difference was kind of getting
Oh,
a little
okay. How far apart?
It was legal.
Yes, okay, it was very, yes, it was legal, but the thing was that I was 2 grades above her,
Mm.
but
Oh, especially in
age,
high school. That's
yeah, but for age, I was like almost like 3 years older than her.
Okay.
Ooh.
And the thing that attracted me was that she was by no means acting her age, and she felt like she was very mature for her age.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Mhm.
probably because depression makes your mental age go way higher, but it still works.
oh.
That's a red
Alright.
flag.
Yeah, but it was actually pretty good. I think out of the 4 relationships that I like, serious relationships, kind of serious relationships that I have, that was probably by far the best one.
Oh.
The
Why
best?
so?
I
No,
mean,
tell us about it. Tell us more about it.
well, it was. I felt like I was actually appreciated. I felt like like she cared about me, and even when she broke up with me, it was actually face to face. some of it was face to face, some of it was through Google Doc, but I still appreciate her coming to me and coming like directly to me in person and saying it. And she was the only one that did it out of the 4 girls.
Hmm.
All right, question for y'all. What's with y'all and Google Docs?
I don't
Hey,
know.
that's a good question. I don't know. She just did it. I didn't choose to like, hey, send me your breakup what was what's the thing?
Manifesto.
Yeah, exactly. Manifesto. Don't send me your manifesto. It's like Google Doc. Like
You don't
Okay,
send
y'all,
me.
I gotta confess. Y'all, I gotta confess. For
Okay.
number one, I wrote a 10-page breakup letter about how I felt,
buddy.
and
Hey,
I sent it
it's
to
a
her,
learning experience. It's a learning
and I
experience.
printed it out, and I wrapped it, and I gave it to her in her locker.
Why did you wrap
Oh
it?
boy.
Wha-
No, I
what-
didn't wrap it. Like I tied it with like a string so it doesn't
So
like.
you wrapped it.
So it's a scroll. So it's a scroll.
What are you gonna do? Learn a new skill after reading it?
Oh my god.
God.
Y'all are
Level
right
up.
now.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
I did that. Word document, print it all out. I still have the document. It's quite.
Yo, speaking of ways of like broken up, how has everybody been like broken up through? Like, has anybody had someone come to them in person and break up with them, or has it all been like Google Docs, like social media?
Nah, it was in person. It was agreed upon.
Okay, so Jay was in person. What about Joe and Mark?
Mark, you go first.
Me? I don't know. As if anyone I meet would ever have the guts to tell me in person. I mean, like,
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I think it's because here's my reasoning for it. Like, I don't get angry. I don't get upset regularly, but I don't think people want to see me angry or upset. So,
I can see that.
I think
Perfectly
that's the
fair.
deterrent, like if they tell me in person, I won't get mad at them though. That's like I'll probably just like stand there for
Yeah, no,
excessively
exactly.
long and just keep
Yeah,
standing there. Like,
yeah,
but people
when
think I'm gonna get mad at them. But yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's definitely natural. But yeah, so of course it's very hard for the person to like go up in person. Um, what about you, Joe?
Okay, so person number one broke up with me during a jazz retreat, actually.
Band trip. Imagine being in
Yeah.
band.
Hey.
Imagine not being in band. Imagine not being in band.
Yeah, let's go.
Damn, you're Asian,
Anyways,
my dude.
I play piano outside of school.
like we
Yes,
all
so
do.
do all of us.
Anyways, go on.
Okay, yeah,
So
okay,
yeah,
band trip, yeah.
me, person number one, and this other girl were practicing in the room, right? We were
Uh-huh.
practicing some of our songs. It was going good. And then said girl stands up all of a sudden and goes, "Ahem, don't you have something to tell Joe?" And walks off. And at that moment, okay, but before this, they're acting like very sus. They were like talking about things, and I heard my name, and I'd walk in on them, and they're like, "Oh no, no, it's nothing. We're just like meeting up or whatever." It was anyways,
Vote 'em
my
out.
heart sank, and person number one, she was like, "Yeah, I think we should break up." So it was in person, but I still felt really
Wait,
crappy
so
about
this
it.
is kind of sus, okay? The other person, what are they doing? Excuse me? That's
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
kind of like,
I
damn.
I really hated what she did.
Were you friends with her, and if you were,
Kinda, yeah.
are you still friends with her?
She was my best friend at the time's girlfriend. Or no, I actually ex at that point. And
Ah,
it was even more sus because I felt like, you know, she tried to get closer to me afterwards.
after they broke up.
No, after we broke up.
You broke up, and
Hmm.
then was she already broken up with your best
Yeah,
friends?
yeah, no, she'd already broken up with my best friend.
That's real
And
sus.
so,
Jeez. Okay.
horrible vibes. Like
Horrible vibes.
we're
Yeah.
cool now. We put everything in the past, but like still, during that time, I despised her. It was so bad. You ruined my relationship, and now you want to come in and like do whatever you want, and no, it's not
No.
gonna work.
Uh-huh.
Like it was in person, but the whole
So
situation
two-faced.
was
Manipulative. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. That's shitty.
Yeah.
Number 2, it had to be online. Like what else? It was over text.
Yeah, that's
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Like I'd be like
Was it over
overjoyed.
FaceTime? Was it over FaceTime
No,
at
no,
least?
it was text. Okay, no, okay.
Ah, ew.
Was it like what's his
uh,
tech? Which app? Like text?
Oh, like Instagram. But okay, here's
Okay.
the thing. I went to Calgary for a week, and my mom said it was gonna be a no phone trip, so I left my phone at home. And I come back, and I text her like, "Oh, I miss you so much. Like, I'm like so excited to see you again." Blah 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 blah. And she was like acting really off. So I was like, "What's wrong?" Right? And then she talked, but like something was really really wrong. So she ended up telling me like, "Oh, I cheated on you," and I was like, "What?" And I was very shocked, and I didn't know what to do. And I tried to talk without her. Like, I'm very hurt, but like I still want to make this work. And she's like, "No."
Oh.
Like,
Oh.
I think the whole online aspect of this is I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm breaking up with you. I'm like, huh? So I got broken up with after I got cheated on over text with a person I've never met.
Yeah.
That's like a quadruple whammy, bro. Like
Yeah.
you won
It's like,
that
is there
baseball
any-
game.
Is there anything else that could have gone wrong?
I mean, probably, but like we don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine anything else going. That's like all the check boxes. Just like, oh, yep,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Oh, on the
Yeah.
topic of being cheated on, the way I see it, if you get cheated on, just stop, just stop it. Just don't anymore.
It's
Yeah,
not worth it.
It's not
exactly.
worth it.
There's yeah,
Like that's where you draw the line.
yeah.
Because if someone does it once, people say, "Oh, people change," but they
No, they don't.
they don't.
Yeah, I know your morals do not change.
But my question is, if let's say like we said like don't get back with a cheater, right? But
Uh-huh.
if you
Yeah.
look at it in terms of like the justice system or whatever, like do you look at criminals based off of their worst crime?
Okay, here I have a question for you. Okay. So, you're friends with this guy and then I don't know, he like kills your parents. Are you going to stay friends with him because people change?
Okay.
Right?
You got a
Right?
good point there.
Yeah,
You got a good
like
point
you've
there.
been wronged. There's no benefit for you, right? Like let's like not look at it on the standpoint of like, hey, people change. Sure, I agree, people heal, but like, you know what? I think it's better for you to stay away from people who find it okay to wrong you once, at least, even, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's best for
You
your
got a
mental
point
health.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about this? Okay. I think we can. I have a question. Okay, so this was one everyone can answer. What do you look for in a relationship?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I want to hear Ben. Ben, what do you look for?
Me, it's man. As time goes on, you realize that your standards and everything get pretty low, and it's not that
Low.
it's a
Hmm.
yeah.
Low.
It's not it's a bad thing or anything. It's just that you just kind of have that sense and like, hey, I just like really want a relationship or something. And I understand that feeling, but you also have to understand that you got to take care of yourself. So I guess for me, it's really nothing way out of the ordinary. I mean, obviously I have a type, but like if we're talking about like kind of standards of like who like what we want in a relationship, it's just like that you feel appreciated, you feel like you're wanted. It's that's like my baseline.
Okay, and then what
Wow.
about type? Okay, we'll
Well,
do both.
for me,
Yeah,
my
ideal
type,
type. Yeah, ideal type.
What's the ideal? 10 out of 10.
not trying to be like like discriminatory, I guess.
No,
But
it's fine. It's your
Asian.
preference, you
Yeah,
know.
it's your personal preference.
I personally like Asian girls, so I mean, like that's
That's
my
fair.
What else? What
that's
else? What, like, you know, that's one thing. What about preferable height compared to you? Stuff like that, you know?
you know, I mean, I'm generally short compared to like the majority of male friends that I have, and you know, I can
Uh-huh.
understand a lot of girls seeking like guys that are taller than them. So I mean, if a girl is taller than me and but she's perfect in every other area, I'm not gonna be like no because you're taller than me. It's not like a deal breaker or anything, but obviously I prefer the girl to be shorter.
What's your
Mm.
ideal height then, if that's your preference? Like compared to you, like chin level or like what?
Yeah, chin level would be nice.
Chin level, chin to nose or shoulder to nose? I think that's
I
a
think
pretty
chin. I think
chin.
shoulder. Yeah, shoulder nose actually
Wait.
makes more
Top of
sense.
the head is chin.
Yeah, top of their head to your shoulder or to all the way up to like your eyes or your nose. That's I think
Yo,
that.
like up to my eyes is fine enough. Like,
No, like in
or
between, like in between, like
yeah.
the range, you know?
Oh, like
I don't see a lot of girls being taller than you, Joe.
yeah,
Be
fair enough.
honest.
I don't think
Fair
that's really.
enough.
I don't know, man. What are you trying to make Yao Ming again? Like.
Yo, I'm not that tall. Yo, I'm just standing at a solid 6'1". Yo, I'm not
Yes.
Yao Ming.
I'm
Yao
not that
Ming.
tall. I'm not that
Yeah.
tall. Okay, buddy.
Oh, bro. Yo, I'm not. Yao. Oh,
Okay, okay.
come on.
Moving
Yao
on,
is a
moving
bit
on,
much.
moving on, moving on. Well, what about you, Jay?
I mean, kind of opposite to Ben. Like, I feel like standards get higher the older you get, you know?
Yo.
Like, for me, I mean, just like based on my culture, like, I gotta keep it the same culture, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like,
I get that.
if they can't like understand my culture, if they can't accept it, like there's gonna be an issue sooner or later, no matter
Uh-huh.
what,
For
right?
sure, for sure.
And otherwise, like, height's fine. I'm a decently tall person, not overly tall, not short either. So, anyone
Okay.
works really. Um,
Taller? What about
Mm.
taller than you? How would you feel about that?
I mean, good luck finding Asian
Yeah,
girls
good luck
taller than
finding
me,
someone
but
taller than Jay. Like
Yeah, but like
honestly.
imagine like, one day you're left with the hard decision, like, they're pretty much like perfect everywhere but the height, they're just
Yeah,
like
they're like
they're like
3 inches taller than you.
what would you do?
That is tall.
yeah, I mean, 3 inches taller than me. Damn, 6'3". All right. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
like
see much of an issue with it. Like, height's a good thing, you know?
Ah,
Gotta keep
yes.
those genetics in check, right?
yeah, that is
Um,
true. That
Gotta
is
make
true.
some pro athletes. Oh wait,
Yeah.
we're Asian.
You want to make Yao Ming?
well, you can
Freaking
still make
Yao
them.
Ming
yo,
2.0.
yo, fucking Jay already has all the freaking like DNA for like a perfect athlete.
Okay.
Honestly.
Yao
Yeah,
Ming
and the
Production
perfect student.
Center.
Baby factory.
No.
All right, I'm also Asian, so we're not doing that too many times. But
I
Yo, I
mean,
don't know about you,
up
but
until
like,
now, you weren't allowed to.
Oh my
y'all
god.
remember, you can't date until you're married.
Yeah,
yeah,
because that makes fucking sense.
Okay. Um,
But like, be smart. Like, I'm not trying to go with someone who doesn't understand what I'm saying, you know? Like,
I think that's true for
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
I feel like the
Well, they
best
can't
option
fully
is,
accept you.
like my opinion is wherever you go for your undergrad or your grad, that's probably the best place to find someone. They're going to be on your level. They're going to be on the same page as you, you know?
okay.
Mm, that makes sense.
True, true, true.
But like, here's the thing though. Like, do you, like, for all of you, would you rather have someone who's like, as an interests perspective, like super similar, like they like literally everything the same as you, or someone who likes some of the same things as you, but also has like other new things to share. What's your standpoint on that?
I think
Definitely a bit of both.
yeah,
Bit of
I
both.
think similarities will go a long way in like long-term relationships. Like we hear like the term like opposites attract, and I think definitely for short term that will be the case. But if you want to like have a long-term relationship, I definitely think similarities will go longer and much farther in life.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I'd say a good ratio is like 80-20. You know, 80% y'all relate with each other, and there's like 20% uniqueness where you gotta have your own thing, because a relationship isn't like I am you and you are me, right? It's like two people
Yeah, not trying to date myself,
growing
not gonna lie.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can you imagine that? Can you imagine like how creepy that would be? Like you find someone that's exactly like you and you start dating them, like, oh my god, this is creepy.
Mhm.
Yeesh.
Yeah, that'd be a bit weird.
Yeah, and then you start making out. You're like, wow, I'm making out with myself. Jeez, what am I
Okay,
doing?
okay.
Oh,
We're
no.
getting a bit too
I don't know what
philosophical
you're
here.
thinking about, but holy,
We
That
need to
hard.
step on
Benny,
the
you need
brakes.
to chillax, sir.
uh,
Oh my
I mean, okay. I guess for me, I think the rate. I think 65-35. I think that's a good ratio. Personally, I don't know. I like to do a lot of things, so I mean, actually, I think a more fair would be like 75-25 because I do so much stuff. I can't expect people to do, I don't know, more new
yeah,
things. You gotta have some like really like obscure shit for me to actually be like, oh, I don't know what that is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I think
And
that's
it's
kind
just
of
being
needed.
appreciated.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like you need
yeah,
75% so they can appreciate your interests and you're not like getting like, oh, you're wasting money on this when it's just like, hey, but like I like to build keyboards, like
yeah,
but like 25% like, hey, I don't want to literally do every single thing with you. Like sometimes there's
yeah,
things you want to do on your own, right? But
yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I think that makes sense. In terms of I haven't talked about height and preferences and like standards.
Oh
For
yeah, what
me,
are your standards?
I don't know. I guess from a baseline perspective, I think uh on the minimum, I don't know. They need to understand what I'm saying. I'm pretty confusing sometimes. It's kind of hard, but
Damn.
um
Good looks, my guy.
yeah, I mean you guys know like when I get into talking, like it
You
it
you get into talking.
yeah,
Yeah, you get
and
into it.
a
Yeah,
lot of people like I know that they won't be able to listen to that kind of stuff because it's just like they can't understand it. Because I think on a surface level, like obviously I can have shallow conversations, but like when I'm enjoying myself the most is when I'm like into talking, you
Like
know?
deep
Hmm.
conversation.
Yeah, that's like really deep stuff. Like that's like what I'm really into. So like I need so like that for the baseline is like I can be understood. For like ideal, like I want someone to be able to like truly like understand me as like a whole. I think my last
Yes,
one
that.
yeah,
Oh,
I think my last one fell apart mainly because I don't think she really knew who I was at all. I think she knew who I
Mm.
was from a really like shallow surface level perspective, but like she didn't know really like 90% of the stuff that I did. So, I don't know. I don't know how that happened. Height and stuff, obviously, we're the rice guys. Uh, you know, I I mean, we're not very short rice guys, which is kind of weird, but um ideal
except.
height, I think shoulder to nose is pretty good.
All
Um
right.
not too short, not too tall. I mean, this
yeah.
question I asked
Still,
everyone, you know what? If it was the ideal person, they're 6'1", you know what? I'll make an exception, right? It's weird, but you know what? Sometimes,
it's okay. It's okay. You're
Uh,
just not allowed wearing heels.
yeah,
yeah, no
yeah.
heels. You
I'm
have
the
to
one
crush
wearing
photos.
heels.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me your heels. I'm gonna wear them.
But yeah, obviously. for me.
I get that.
It's Asian, so they're not gonna get too tall, right?
Y'all
But
preferences are Asian?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
pretty
sir.
much.
Well,
Okay.
it's cause like I'm really like a lot of like I'm like in terms of culture, I like a lot of like obviously I've lived in Canada my whole life, so my culture is really Western. But I also
Mhm.
am really into like my heritage and like culture from like China, right? Like I'm into a lot of stuff from there. So I need someone who can fulfill like maybe like both at least to a certain extent, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me, it's basically kind of the same. It's just like a lot of culture, and even though I've lived basically my whole life in Canada, you kind of see like videos and like people that like live in like Asian countries, and you just be like, wow, they're like, we don't get any of that here.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, like even today I was walking down the street and saw someone wearing like I for an instant I thought like are they like wearing like a cosplay, like if you guys know like cosplays of like you like Japanese school uniforms.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, and my parents were like, oh no, they're actually just that's just their style. I'm like, wow, that's very rare to see that here. And they pointed out, well, you would see that all the time if you went to somewhere like Japan and stuff. I'm like, oh, you're absolutely right.
Mhm. I think Joe's the last one for preferences, and I think we'll about wrap it up after that.
Okay.
Mhm.
So for me, I was born in Canada. I grew up in Canada. Although culturally I'm Korean.
Uh-huh.
Um sometimes I see like Korean people who actually come from Korea to like here, and then I interact with them, and their culture is so different from mine. Like it's strikingly different to the point where it's hard to find things in common, right? And that's why for me, culturally, I like more Western people actually, like Canadian people, Like
Mhm.
you so ethnicity or race doesn't really matter to me. As long as I can relate to you, the more I relate to you, the better it is.
Culturally, right?
Culturally, yes.
Because
Like
your ethnicity doesn't tie into your culture as strongly as I'd say maybe us
mhm,
us three.
yeah, like your race doesn't, your
Uh-huh.
skin color like doesn't matter. Like
Uh-huh.
the girl I'm dating right now actually is from the Czech Republic. So that goes to show how much
Hey, that's pretty
for
close to
me.
Asia, not gonna lie.
Hmm?
That's pretty Is it not?
Wait,
Am I dumb?
what'd you say?
Let
Says
me
pretty
fact
close.
check myself before I look stupid. Keep going.
That's pretty close. It's like in the middle of Europe, bro.
I thought
Bruh.
I was thinking of Ukraine. Oh, might be
Okay.
Ukraine,
I mean, hey,
bruh.
I mean like if you think about it, that area is pretty similar like from there all the way to like Russia, right?
That's true. That's
Yeah, pretty
true. It's
much.
that the
Same
Turkish.
vibes. Yeah, yeah,
hmm
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
anyways, so yeah, in terms of culture, just something I can relate to. And like Jay, my standards get higher. Like after I've been wronged, my standards get higher. Like
True,
I'm
same
not
though. Yeah.
I'm not gonna go through that. Like I'm not gonna lower myself to be with someone who's not worth it,
Uh-huh.
right?
Mhm.
And when I'm in a relationship, I'm like in it for the future. Like I don't do it just for the fun of it. Like I'm actually like thinking like, can I have a future with you? Like, can I marry you and have kids? Like you might blame me for like thinking so far ahead, but it's legit. Like if I date you, I see a future with you.
Mhm.
And yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
I
good
think
mindset to
definitely
have.
definitely the life after high school. It's definitely that case.
hmm I've
And
always thought that way in a sense. Like,
yeah, and
can I live with you?
exactly. And like I've thought that way too, and that's kind of been like backfire on me. Like
Yeah,
I
you get a
guess
bit
the
too
people that
attached though if you start thinking too much, right?
I
yeah,
always
so it's
get so attached. It's my Achilles heel.
I mean, and that's
This little flaw.
that's a good thing depending on like your partner.
Yeah,
But
my partner is
yeah,
also very attached to me as well.
I have other friends that are like they get way too attached way too quickly, and they're kind of like it kind of backfire on them, and
It
then
blows up.
Yeah,
they're like yeah, it kind of blows up, and then if any of the other guys kind of get close to that ex, they kind of just like
bro
be
code,
like
bro.
yeah, well
That's a topic
that's
for
also
another day, actually.
yeah.
Stay
yeah,
tuned
That's
because
a
is it okay to date someone your friend has dated? And if so, what's the time, right? How
bruh,
long?
Mhm.
that's a
how
long
long?
topic.
But that's not for today,
Not
unfortunately.
for today. Yeah,
Mhm.
but yeah, in
Yeah.
terms of like race, it doesn't really matter. Height, I'll give a 1 inch buffer. Okay, like you can be 1 inch
But you're
taller
not
than
gonna
me.
find someone's like 6'2".
Yeah, okay, that's true.
But
But
if you
like,
do,
if
I
you're
mean, NBA baby.
Yeah, they just automatically get drafted to the WB.
yeah, but yeah, yeah, those are oh, they gotta be smart. They gotta be.
I think that goes for all of us, TBH.
Mhm.
They gotta be intellectually stimulating, and also I also like girls who are more inclined to have fun, because I think that's just something I'd like in a relationship. I don't know about you guys. Y'all can
No.
No.
abstinence, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, that's basically my standards are pretty damn high. Like you got to be able to vibe with me, and that's a hard
I
thing
mean,
to do.
honestly, I don't see that as a very high standard. I feel like if you can't vibe with someone, I don't really know what's like the point in really spending time with them.
True, but then I've got my terrible puns. Y'all can't handle my terrible puns.
No.
You can't.
No.
She
That is
Yeah.
true. You gotta find someone that can handle that.
That's why
Mhm.
my standards are so high.
You hurt my
Yeah.
brain sometimes, and
Yeah, and on that note, I'm just gonna ask if any of you have any last thoughts before we close.
Um,
No.
no, I got a girl, not a thought.
All right.
okay. Well, I think I have one last thing I want to say. Um, you know, if things don't work out, I think, at the end of the day, you gotta just look
It
back
is what
on
it
it
is.
as, yeah, it is what it is. It's a learning experience, and it's just one less failure until you find the one, right? So take it
Yeah,
that
this
way. You're one step closer, but
yeah, a kind of an unpopular opinion that I believe in. Everybody should get their heart broken.
Yes.
they should, because it
Yep.
motivates you to work out, and that's another topic for
Yes.
another day.
Alrighty. I think that's a
And
good note to end on.
yes, sir. On that note, thank you everyone for joining in today. That's the Rice Guys podcast for tonight. My name is Jay. I've been joined by my co-host Mark and our men in the spotlight, Joe and Ben. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
See ya.